Nice.
Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you for coming to our premiere show. We are super excited to be on another network. Yay! um, Zondra is the producer of the TV network that we are going on, that we are taking our show on. Um, and I will, so Zondra, you want to go ahead or you want me to make you co-host or you want me to go ahead and just share a little bit?
This your program. I mean, I could talk about the company and an overview
I
if
want you
you
to.
want, and then I can turn it back over to you. I don't know how many people may be on this on your show. You know your people. So let,
Um,
let
all of them so far have been, except for, hey, Irisha, all of these people have been on the show, and I
nice, nice.
have 21 that said they're coming. Well, one dropped off, so 20.
Okay, however you want. Do you want me to go first, and or you want to smash me in the middle?
Mhm.
Um, well, the only thing they already know because I've been excited. So again, we're starting our first season.
Okay.
Um, I don't know when it's gonna start, but soon. Is it next week
What
or
do
is
you
it?
mean? Okay, I'm taking over.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna take over. Now
She said,
listen,
"Yeah."
it's already live. All of y'all are already on TV. So let me give y'all a little bit of, it's always good to give a little bit of backstory because I think that it's one thing to be on a network, but then it's another thing to be on a network and there's a true backstory. And the really reason why most of the 65 producers that are on this network while they're here. So I'm Zondra Evans. I am the founder and CEO of Zondra TV Network. And y'all might think, well, she called it Zondra TV Network. I mean, come on. Now listen, I didn't want it to be called Zondra TV Network. I wanted it to be ZTV Studios. But what happened is in the early days, there's another Z TV, but it's ZEE TV over in India. So when you're trying to solidify your digital footprint, you can't be getting confused with the about that Z. See, Google is smart, but ain't that smart? Because see, the ZEE and a Z, it don't make no difference. It mean the same thing to Google. So I said, okay, well, what am I gonna do? And I was like, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my name because who got a name Zondra? Anyhow, so let's use Zondra TV. That's how we got to be Zondra TV. Not because I wanted it. It's because we kind of didn't have no other option if we wanted to solidify our digital footprint. So let me just tell you, we're just about 7 years old. And my history, I think understanding the history is important because many of you probably have been called to do something that is not customary. It's what I call as your blue rose moment, because blue roses really do exist, but we've gotten conditioned in our minds only to believe in red, yellow, and white roses. Red roses is coming up in February. Everybody looking at red roses. It's love. Yellow roses is spring or, Easter, if you believe in Easter. And then white roses, a whole bunch of white flowers kind of is deuces and you out of here. That's what we're conditioned to believe. But did you know that there's such a thing as a blue rose? And actually, Stephne is experiencing a blue rose moment this evening. It's uncustomary. It's not run of the mill. It's not what everybody is doing. It's not mainstream, you guys. It's outside of the norm. So 7 years ago, I was offered this channel, my first Roku channel. Now I got many now, but my first Roku channel, I was like, who? Okay, somebody in Chicago told somebody in Atlanta, and I'm in Dallas, that I'd make a great talk show host. Y'all, I don't have a communications degree. I don't have a broadcast degree. And I said, the devil is my that. They didn't tell you the truth. I had never been a talk show host before in my life, but I believe in praying about everything. And so I prayed about it. And I got the okay to buy my first Roku channel almost 7 years ago. Now those people are out of business. So I could have picked up my jacks and my ball and went home and laid it down. But I didn't. And so what happened before they went out of business is literally I got picked up by Comcast Cable regionally. And so that got us into Washington, D.C., Maryland, and also in Pennsylvania. But then it kind of got crazy, you guys. So all these other networks start picking me up because one of the things that you need to understand about streaming technology is that you have to be on multiple streaming networks. Just being on one, I mean, that's cool, but you want to be on multiple streaming networks. And actually, that's what has happened to us. We're not on just one Roku, Amazon, Apple. We're on duplicative. So there's many of them. We're just kind of crazy because all of those networks are promoting for us. So the way this all really came together, you all, was in 2019. August of 2019, I got a little unction in my spirit that said that we are going to build a network. And I said, okay, I am. Who builds a network and you the only one on it? That sounds crazy to me. But I was like, okay, obedience is better than sacrifice. So I'm gonna be obedient. And so I built the network. But about a week and a half after I'd heard that, it was like I needed to teach the people because one of the things that I realized we lack, we lack knowledge and it really stumps us sometimes. And so what we're easily ready to do is say, that ain't for me, and I get up and I'm done. And so it's critically important that we educate. So I always tell people we are not in entertainment, just entertainment. We're also in edutainment. We educate you on what you need in order to soar in your business. And so that's really what we did. We built an academy. The academy has, for the last 4 years, has been 12-month program. We're going to a 9-month program because we've really refined it. But it's an academy, and it teaches you how to become a TV producer. And Stephne has been in that academy. So y'all give her a round of applause. Give her some. She's been in that academy and has really taken hold of the information. You see, a lot of times we get into something and people say, okay, buy it for $497. And you go buy the $497 and then it sits in your inbox because you kind of don't know what to do with it. Well, I didn't want that to happen. So we built the academy so that we could build it on adult learning theory. So every time we teach something, we try to have you apply it. And so we do things like after your session, like when you have the class, we give you homework assignments, but we write the homework assignments for you. We give you the content of what to say on social media because we realize that this is new for some people. And so that's what we've done with the academy. Now, in 2020, I built the network in 19, August of 19. We did a soft launch in December of 19. And then what happened? The pandemic happened. And I was like, what am I going to do? We have a TV studio here in Dallas, Texas. It's a micro studio. And we literally film all of our 60 producers out of that studio here in Dallas. But nonetheless, I made a list of people that wanted to be on TV. They had said they wanted to. I made a list. It was 7 people. I invited 7 people to Zoom. 5 of them joined immediately, and within 30 days, I had 12. And so 12 went through the academy during the pandemic because it's virtual on Zoom. We also filmed in the pandemic without masks. Y'all pray for, we crazy. We just out there like, it ain't nothing happening. We going to the studio. And nothing did happen. We all stayed healthy. But lo and behold, as I had my head down, really getting that first 12 educated on how to really make money on TV. This is a business, y'all. There's a lot of money. And so I want entrepreneurs to have another potential revenue stream. And it's not one revenue stream in TV, it's about 7. And so that's really awesome. We all need that. So while I had my head down, the list was building for season 2. Season 2, I had 12. Season 3, I had 12. We are now starting season 7. and we've got 5 people already enrolled and ready to go. And we got about 2 more coming. So I think by the time we start, we'll probably be at 12 again. So that's the story. So this wasn't nobody said I'm gonna leave corporate America after 40 years and make a network and teach people. That was not the intent. Um, I literally stumbled upon this. Now, one of the great things that have happened for us is we've won 2 international awards. And so because of those international awards for TV and media, it puts us in a different category. And so you might be saying to yourself, why in the world would I even want to be on TV? You want to be on TV because you want to separate yourself from all of that gray noise on social media. During the pandemic, I think the numbers doubled, if not tripled, of people that, they became a pastor, they telling the story, they're a poet, they were doing everything. And so it's really saturated. So when you have a saturated market, you have to decide, what am I going to do? What is going to be my differentiator? And guess what? Streaming TV is the differentiator now. I remember 7 years ago, just seven short years ago, to become a best-selling author was something. Oh my God. Somebody can help me get to be a best-selling author. But guess what? When everybody figured out the formula for being a best-selling author, it does not have the same gravitas as it had 7 years ago. Well, guess what? TV production, being a TV producer, producing your own content and distributing it and making another form of revenue puts you in a category like being a best-selling author, because you get to adopt multiple international award-winning TV show, right? And you didn't have to be here to earn that. It's kind of like being adopted. If you come here, you get adopted and you get to take on all of the benefits of Zondra TV Network. So we are excited. Now I want to talk about Stephanie's show. Yeah, okay, they like, oh, when you gonna stop talking? Well, but pretty soon. Pretty soon. Okay, so here we go. The reason why this was so interesting to me, I do discovery calls, and people look at me and go, you own this company, you still do discovery calls? Yes, I do. Because something magical happens in discovery calls. And when I met Stephne, something magical happened in our discovery call. And I'm going to tell you what it was. First of all, I didn't know that I was actually going to have a TV network. So I invited my girlfriends into Dallas, and I wanted to record us having a conversation. We was just chit-chatting, just sitting back, chit-chatting, fireplace going. It was Fireside Chat with Zondra. All of my girlfriends came in, and I did 2 episodes. And those 2 episodes is what got me to Comcast Cable. But when I got to Comcast Cable, guess what? I would be in reruns in 2 weeks. I mean, who's going to be in reruns in 2 weeks? Because Comcast Cable is not streaming, which is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I said, okay, I got to invite everybody I know in. Well, one of the people that I invited in was an expert on bullying. And Stephanie, I don't think I ever told you that. Her name is Nola Parker. I'm going to tell you who she is because she is an amazing woman. She's all about, so I had a show in the early days, and it's still on TV, where we talked about bullying. She had been bullied all her life. They would pull her hair coming from school. She bullied all her life. And then went on to being in her adult life and was still bullied. Because bullying is kind of interesting, right? It ain't really got to be that somebody come up and just pick a fight with you. That kind of bully. We think of that kind of bully. But do you understand that there's bullies in the corporate boardroom? And they're not even bringing up a fist. Do you understand that there's bullies as entrepreneurs that will strong arm you and tell you not the truth and bully you into believing you need X or Y? So this, where is the love, is like, it speaks to my heart, because I believe y'all are looking at everything. Like, you're looking at all of the angles and really talking about that one thing of bullying, because it happens every single day. And if I was to ask y'all, all of y'all on here would raise your hand, you probably been bullied in the last year. In some form of it. Now that's all. Look, everybody can raise their hand. In some form of it, whether people kind of down talk you and or talk at you. But it's all forms. And so because we're in edutainment, I'm so happy that Stephne and Jean decided to come to this network and to bring this content to bear. We will promote this content, cross promote this content. We want you to soar. So thank you. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, Stephne and Jean, for y'all coming to this network. It means the world to me.
Thank you.
It's really awesome. So you want me to show them the smash up right quick?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can share my screen. Oh, I ain't got.
No, not yet.
Do you want me to do the link?
No, because I'll mess it up.
I done told y'all we got to watch what we speak out of our mouth. No, you would do just fine. Look at you. You know what I'm saying? We have to watch what we say.
Because I say that all the time. I say that all the time, and then I'm saying this. I don't even see your name on here.
Okay, so go to participants.
I don't even see y'all on here. Because I know it's at the top right-hand corner.
Go down below where it says mute, stop video, participants. Do you see that?
No. What is that one? That's not it.
Do you see share screen?
Oh,
participants. Click on participants, go to Zondra TV Network.
Oh, there it is.
And make me co-host. Yeah.
I couldn't see where that was.
It's all good.
There you go.
Right on. Right on for the right on. See? Teamwork make the dream work, y'all. People say that all the time. They really mean it. I don't know if they really mean it. They just be saying, but I really believe that. I'm crazy enough. I think that's why I've been called to do this, because I'm crazy enough. All right. I'm going to share on my screen. This is Where is the Love with Stephanie and with Jean. Let's look at a smash up of what this show. There are many shows. They got 12 shows on the network, which is really awesome. But I want you to see just a little bit about what you're going to be able to see as you binge watch later on this evening.
There are state and local lawmakers that have taken action to prevent bullying, to protect children. A lot of people don't know that.
We also spoke about how it's important for not only the superiors to enforce upon the employees, but exercise that very same practice those guidelines as well,
right,
as the employees that they have under their leadership.
Next level of trauma that looks like it is more over a span of time. So maybe you're in a home where you've witnessed domestic violence over the course of time.
Narcissists could be some of the most manipulating, controlling, entitled, toxic people in the world.
Big fact.
Man.
I absolutely get it, but suicide is not the answer. At the end of the day, even if you were to take yourself out, it doesn't solve the problem. It just creates another one. So,
All right, y'all. Let me see if I can stop share. Okay, y'all, come on, give me some Zoom love. But they have done a great job. We have 12 different shows that are live on the network right as we speak. So y'all go to Zondra TV. Y'all might be saying, now what do I need to do? Well, if you got Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, however you add a channel, y'all know they're all different, but Roku, you go to add a channel, you put Zondra TV in, and then you'll be able to see all of our rich and great content. Some of y'all might be have a business on this call, and so I would be, remiss not to say that if in fact you have a business, one of the things that to be considered is, for the first time in history, we have leveled the playing field for business entrepreneurs. Why is that? We were intent about what we did simply because if we level the playing field for a small business, you are agile, you can move and shake a lot faster than a large corporation. I spent 40 years in a large corporation. You got to ask everybody and get everybody to say, yeah, amen, before you could do anything. But when you're a small business, you can make that shift and make it happen quickly and make the appropriate adjustments. So TV commercials, press releases, all of that is at your fingertip. And Stephanie has access to that. Y'all need to be thinking about a commercial around our content. Dorothy, I'm gonna call you out. You're on another network. You should be running a commercial saying, go watch me on that other network. So you have to cross promote. Everybody needs to be doing this. And with streaming, the more tentacles you have, the greater visibility you get. And so Stephanie and Jean, thank you so much. God bless y'all. Continue to create great content, and we just gonna keep it moving. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Does anybody have any questions?
Or comments? Or just want to say congratulations?
Yes, congratulations to both of you, Zondra and Stephanie. This beautiful story, and I can't wait to watch this grow. I've already, meeting Stephanie a couple years ago, watched her grow already so much, and I can't wait to get Activate Your Power Now on Zondra TV. So that's a goal we're working towards. But yeah, this was lovely, and thank you for sharing tonight.
Thank you, Izzy.
Yeah, I have to say too, thank you guys for the work that you're doing. I was honored to be a guest on your show, and that moved me personally. And then that even opened the door for Gene and I now to have a show that he and I do together, that we've done our second show, our third show coming up this weekend. So we're pretty excited about that. Our second show, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. And then I work with Izzy too, so I'm excited to hear that AYPN, she's looking at moving us to this. So this is really exciting. And then I have to end it with thanking you, Zondra. I mean, the first time meeting you, very, very impressive presentation of what you've laid out tonight. And God bless you for being a visionary and stepping outside your comfort zone and, launching out into the deep to create space for the rest of us to launch out into the deep. So my kudos to you, my sister.
Oh, thank you so much, because I've really been, like, I got to get close. I've been in the deep, because I didn't know what I was doing. I'm just honest. I'm a baby boomer with millennial tendencies. I don't know nothing. I'm screaming 7 years ago what I'm doing. So, you have to be courageously intentional. See, a lot of times people talk about, I'm intentional. We're intentional every single day. When we get up, we brush our teeth, wash our face, take a shower, get dressed, get in our car, plan our day. That's being intentional. But courageous intent is different. It's when you're willing to color outside the lines or color without any lines. That's what we need to do. There's greatness waiting on each one of y'all that's on this call. Yeah.
You sound like you've been activated.
Yeah, I've been activated. I said, absolutely been activated.
Izzy, she's been activated. So
She's a natural activator, that's for sure.
Okay, I need to know what is being activated.
I have a platform called Activate Your Power Now. So we host events, just people sharing their truths, owning their story, using their story as their pathway to purpose instead of their excuse of why they can't or shouldn't. So yeah, you're a perfect fit. So we're definitely going to be talking.
Well, come on with it so I can activate some people, because that, at the end of the day, of course, golly, I have a big voice. I think that you have to understand that we really have a big responsibility. And so somebody said this, one of my producers, his name is Stephen, and this is the truth of the matter of it. Do you realize that your obedience to do what you're supposed to do on the earth is tied to someone's destiny? Okay. Drop the mic. I'm done.
Yeah.
I got that. If nobody else received that, I got that, sister. I'll be
Yeah.
Did you get that?
I
Okay,
got
because
that.
that's the real
Right here,
thing.
right here.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm done.
Anybody else? I'm just excited because so many people came and so many people showed up and made an appearance. Thanks for being in the Zoom room.
Absolutely. I'm excited to be here and watch how much you've been teaching, and we've taken for granted bullying. And when I had an opportunity to be a guest, but also to be in your presence and hear the depth of not knowing how many ways and different times I've been bullied. You know what I mean? And that bullying is actually a part of the everyday, I have to say, vernacular. People are so used to it, they don't even respond anymore. They just take it in, act like it's a part of their weight for life, you know? So I'm just grateful because you have a platform now to expand, to expose, and to allow people to own and learn that they don't have to carry these weights because they've been carrying them unknowingly. So
Yeah.
listen, be amplified, as the sister said from the beginning. Amplify your gifts, your talents, your core strengths. Speak into the entire world because God has given you a unique pathway. So use it to the fullest. Many blessings beyond, beyond, and beyond.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's definitely a blessing to do this work with my mom. We talked about this since I was a kid, for sure, working together, and just using our life experiences to help others heal is a blessing in itself. Because as we learn more and heal ourselves, it's like you said, you activate other people. You give them the tools to shine, and without us going through the muck and the mire, there would be no shine. You got to go through the dirt, to grow. Seeds are buried in the dirt, and then they strive for that light. So that's what we're doing here. We've been through the dirt, we've been through the darkness. Now we're gonna shed the light because we got the light, and it's just a blessing to have this experience. So thank you, Zondra, for having us on your network, and thank you for everybody that showed up.
I just want to say your growth, both of you, it's amazing. I mean, it's really amazing. And the fact that you are both what I would call credible messengers, because you have experiences and now you are educating people how to identify it and then also how to combat it. Like, you're giving solid solutions. I definitely was guilty of being a bully as a being bullied, and like I said, I think of it as, I'll meet you at 12 o'clock on a playground. Kind of, and that was it. And the rest of it was taking charge. You know what I mean? So I'm grateful for the process. I've been a guest on your show as well. I've also been in some of your workshops, and it's been invaluable. It gives me an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to share that with somebody else. So thank you both for being obedient, all three of you and everyone else on the call, because, literally the world is waiting for you. It's tied to somebody's freedom. When you take that kind of responsibility, it stings a little bit. Like, wait a minute, if I don't show up, somebody can't be free. So it puts a little extra motivation behind your actions. So thank you so much for inviting me. And it's nice to see everybody here.
Thank you, Shawnee. It's wonderful to me to be able to do this, because Jean and I, neither one of us had a voice when it came to people bullying us. And now, we have that voice and we're helping as many people as we can. And so the thought of people waiting to hear what we have, waiting to hear what we have experienced, and waiting for a way of escape, from the bondage and what they've been enslaved in, in their minds, enslaved with in their minds. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why these people treat me like this. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know how to help, those that I see that are being bullied. This means a lot to us because we're still experiencing it. And when I say something about bullying to people, they always say adults. I mean, kids. And so we are already this on this past Sunday, we're focusing on the adults to understand that they bully too, because I get so tired of hearing they do it, and pointing the finger. Well, if everybody keeps pointing the finger, who's gonna get well, you know? So thank y'all. Anybody else?
Yeah, I was going to say, just to touch on that, what you said, adults pointing to children. You have to think about the fact of where did they get it from. Children only model what they see around, in their environment constantly. So they learn from the adults, and they just do it because, oh, well, my mom does it or my dad does it, so this must be okay. Even though you may say, don't do it, but you do it. So it's more like, do as I say, not as I do. No, it needs to be you set the example. And that's, again, it's a beautiful thing to uncover the fact that, yeah, children bully, but it came from somewhere. It wasn't like they came out of the womb, oh, let me poke this person in the eye, let me take this toy, let me do whatever I know is going to harm someone just so I can get my way. No, they were taught by the adults around them. So we have to be, as adults, as the ones who model how you're supposed to interact with people, interpersonal interaction, we have to be cognizant of the fact that we are the ones who are setting the stage.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to say, excuse me.
You're fine. I was going to just say we're their first teachers. Go ahead, Kenna.
All right. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. I'm really encouraged by, seeing a producer, someone, I'm just starting out, learning to be a producer, and seeing you produce your show and your premiere. And so I'm just really encouraged by that. And I really want to say thank you and congratulations. And I'll be watching all the episodes. Thank you.
Thank you for coming, and thank you.
Hey, Stephanie, this is Irisha. I just want to say congratulations to you. Hi, Jean. We haven't met yet. I am a future guest on their show in the next coming weeks. And so thank you so much, Stephanie and Jean, for inviting me. Zondra, it's nice meeting you. And I'm super excited for what's to come for these two. We just met a few short months ago. And just in that time, we've become, fast friends and partners. And so I look forward to everything that you're doing with your company and helping people, in this area of bullying. And Zondra, thank you for sharing, because I had no idea. So I'm definitely interested in hearing more. I'm sure that's probably why Stephanie invited me, other than the support, right? So congratulations to you guys, and thank you so much for sharing your story with us and bringing us into your patient.
Thank you, Irisha. I created I said my first ebook today, but actually I remember my first book I made it an ebook too. But I wanted to tell you that, Irisha, because Irisha helped me with my workbook that I currently have. It's for adults and children, 12 years plus. And so adults and children can work with that book together. But today because of what I said a little bit ago, getting so tired of hearing adults say kids bully as soon as I say something about bully, the ebook is I'm Not a Bully. And then that's the title. That's the title of the book. But then the subtitle is I'm Not a Bully, or Am I? So I just put that out a few hours ago. And so I wanted to tell you that I didn't do the other thing, Irisha, that we talked about yet, but I did do this because it's like, y'all, we got to get this, because if we don't get this, the world, we're not helping. We're not helping the people in the world if we don't get this and change the trajectory of, the way that we're going. and holding on to our trauma, the trauma that we experience. We have these triggers. It's time to deal with the trauma, and people don't think about that and the impact of bullying and how it impacts you from your childhood all throughout your life in the workplace and in so many areas in relationships. And so it has to be dealt with. It has to be talked about and not just, pushed away. So when I started learning about bullying, and it was because of 3 bad job experiences in a row that got me to list. Something always gets me when something puts me on my back looking up. I'm like, okay, what's wrong? What do I need to learn? And so that's what happened. And it was 3 bad job experiences in a row. And hearing a video of a little boy saying, I don't know why people have to be so mean. Just because you're different, why do they have to be so mean and treat you so bad? And that video was nationwide for 2 weeks straight. The first week I heard it, I was like, wow, I felt bad for him. And then the second week I heard it was after I lost my 3rd job. And that was not a norm for me, losing jobs. And so I just started praying and saying, Lord, what do I need to learn? What's the problem? What do I need to learn from this? And so Holy Spirit said, you have been experiencing bullying all your life. You've experienced it in the workplace and relationships and church and with your son in school. Now it's time for you to learn about it, educate yourself about it, and teach others because they're experiencing this too, and they need to know what this is. And so that was December 2017. And we just celebrated our 5th anniversary with the nonprofit organization Love Misunderstood Institute just a few days ago, earlier this week. So, to see where we are now and to see where we were, is just amazing. God is good. Just great. God is great. So, does anybody else have anything to say? I just get so excited. Sometimes I feel like I'm rambling, but I just get excited. Well, that's it, Zondra, unless you have something else you want to add. That promo was fabulous. I love that. I was like, oh, this is really happening because I saw it on LinkedIn after 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh my goodness, look at this. I'm like a little kid. And again, I get all this.
I know, but and that's one of the things. Do y'all really believe that we're stronger together? I mean, do you really believe that? See,
yes.
So our whole network is built on that we're stronger together. Right on for the fist bump. And so we're already cross promoting for you on LinkedIn for people to come over here and come on. They might not be at this premiere, but we're already putting wheels in motion. And we will continue to cross promote your content. We're going to continue to look for advertisers to sell commercials to around your content, because there's some people that really, really would look, I want to have a commercial around anti-bullying, right? So that we're stronger together. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. That's all I gotta say. I really appreciate y'all coming tonight, and go out there and binge watch and tell somebody. You can't just keep it to yourself. Tell at least 5 to 10 people to go out and check it out.
Hey, Zondra,
Yes.
I have 2 people on here that have their own TV shows. Would you talk a little bit about the Micro Network?
I would love to talk about the Micro Network. Don't get me excited. Okay, listen, I think a lot of people want to own their own network. I do. I mean, I wouldn't have said that's what I should be doing, but God said. So I said, okay, I'm going to, this is what I'm doing. But as I'm here, I go, people want to own their own network eventually. Some people do, not everybody. It's almost like saying, everybody want to get a master's. Everybody don't want a master's. Everybody want a bachelor's, but there's some people that want that. But as I studied it, I thought to myself, The only way to make this work effectively is to build a network inside of a successful network as your springboard to your own network. Because one of the things that you have to have is you have to have following. You have to have people that know about you. You have to really socialize yourself as a TV producer. So we created this thing called Micro Network. And what it is that you can own your own network inside of our network. It has its own domain that goes directly there. And the goal is for you to go get 12 people, right, to join your micro network. All of you guys come together and curate your content together. So we're stronger together. All 12 of us are using one URL to tell people to go check out our shows. So that when they're there, they're gonna be like, okay, they got that here. I wanna see that. The cross promotion within that nucleus of curating your content together. So you don't have to be on TV by yourself. So we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff in there to help you to grow. So Stephanie's gonna have a micro network. You all are more than welcome to join her micro network if you want to. Then eventually, you might say, I wanna have my own network. Well, we've built the capability, it's already in place, that we could take and pivot you to your own downloadable, addable channel for a quarter of the price that we paid to build a network. But not only that, we take our flagship shows and put them on your network so that you look full and have at least 12 to 15 shows, different shows on your network when you're ready to go. We do that for free. We're not trying to make no money, just we want to position you for success. Because if we learn how to position each other, to be successful, it's enough out here for everybody. We're going to do this. So that's what we've done.
Yeah. John, I just want to say quickly, thank you so much, because I loved your energy. When I got on and you talked about Amplify, I'm telling you, that's an additional energy for this year for me. So, and I'm in the network, but I'm in the process right now of exhaling a little bit. So when I get done exhaling, I'm gonna come see you.
Come on and see me then. I can't wait. Come on and see me. I want to see all of y'all sooner or later. And listen, and here's the thing, not because people say, I want to see you sooner or later. Ting, 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 ting. It's not about the ting, ting for me. What you all don't know is that I am the sole survivor of my immediate family. My mother, my father, my brother, my sister, and all of my aunts and uncles on both sides of my family are deceased. And I have 5 grandchildren, and their grandfather passed away 10 years ago. So the reason why I do what I do is for legacy, not even generational wealth. You didn't hear me say that. I said legacy, because I want to be the change that the world needs to experience, not just see. So that's what is important to me, to go down in history at making dreams come true, allowing people to dream again. We don't even dream like we used to, because we too busy. Now, how much do this and what we need to learn how to dream again and then make it become a reality. I want to be known for that. Not for fame, not for fortune, because it's just, you want to leave something. Yes. I want to leave something for my descendants. Yeah. So that's it. Any micro network questions? Christine, it's good to see you.
Likewise, and I'm sorry I was a little late, but I want to say congratulations, and I'm so excited to be part of the family, and just thank you.
Thank you, Christine, for coming. Did you start your micro network, or it's soon? It's coming up.
Yeah, I have starting my own micro network. Yeah, thanks for asking. Yes, I'm really excited.
Yeah. Yay!
Yeah. And Dorothy, that's one of our Canadian producers. We have several others, but she's from Canada. So,
and we're in the same.
You got something to say before I hang up?
What'd you say?
I said, Stephen, you got something to say before I hang up?
Well, as soon as you said that, my phone rang. So, yeah, I want to say congratulations to Stephanie and to Gene. You guys rock. I was looking at your content earlier. I love the way you guys work together. Gene is a powerful man. That dude got muscles on muscles. So, bullies better watch out. But there you go. And I love the way he said, when you were talking about, we're stronger together, we're better together. He used the open hand and he closed it. Individually, you can break a finger, but you can't break a fist. And that's the whole thing, is that when we come together, we're stronger and we're better together. So Stephanie, great job. Love this premiere. I'm sorry I was late as well. But it gave me time to look at your content. So I was looking through your content while I was waiting to get it. Thank you, Zondra, for sending me that. And anything I can do to help you guys out, I was a victim of bullying when I was young, from the school to my mom's boyfriends, to family. And I became a bully destroyer when I got my power, my strength, and punch a bully in the neck. But the whole point is that I had to be careful not to let that anger make me become the thing that I hated. And so I thank God for that. And I think that the path that you guys are on are going to help so many children, so many young adults and adults deal with that very issue. So anything I can do to help, Stephanie, you and I have talked, there's a lot of things that I do. Just let me know how I can help you guys, help you and Gene both. And I'm definitely here for you. And I'm also excited to be a part of the Zondra TV family as well. And I'll be launching my networks.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. All right. Peace, love, and soul. No, I'm just kidding. I'm really not done that. Let me stop. It's been a long day. I've been in the studio today filming. All right, you guys.
Wait a minute, Zondra. I had one more thing.
Yeah.
I believe it's by the Holy Spirit. When we go to Zondra TV network, when we go there, why don't we all make a commitment to grab the first show, the URL for that, and post that to our social media to get them to come to support the launch of this show. That's just my idea. So there you go.
Thank you. That's a wonderful
Great
idea.
Thank you. Yes.
All right. Commitment.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
I'll see y'all soon.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Bye.